welcome to another edition of Adams Cable High School Football. And today from the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale, it is a Lackawanna Football Conference crossover matchup as the Western Wayne Wildcats take on the Carbondale Area Chargers. All brought to you today by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, by Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Nick's Excavating and Paving, by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts. Also brought to you today by the White's Crossing Sports Shop, McGovern Insurance Agency, comprehensive coverage with a personal touch, by Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, your source for quality tires, and your starting lineups presented today by the Roselle Department Store. Alongside Glenn Muskowski, Chris Nanfelt, and Kyle Kemmerer, I'm Steve Young. Great to have you on board tonight for week number 5 of high school football. It's the Chargers and the Wildcats. And for Carbondale area, they'll bring an overall mark of 2 wins and 2 losses into tonight's matchup, while the Wildcats are 3-1 overall. Now, the Chargers are coming off of a 29-22 victory on the road at Tunkhannock last week, while the Western Wayne Wildcats, they squeaked by Abington Heights 28-21, Glenn.
Well, you know, Steve, Western Wayne is a very physical team, and Carbondale's going to have their hands full tonight. They have some big guys across the line, both offensive and defensive line. Carbondale's coming off a nice win, a very nice win up in Tunkhannock, and they have Vinny De Palma back, which is probably their main man both on the offense and the defense. So hopefully we can get a nice game. Boy, and the weather is changing too, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely football weather that we have here tonight. So you take a look at Carbondale area and Western Wayne, the matchups that we're going to have tonight. This is going to be a battle on the line of scrimmage. There's no doubt about it. Western Wayne is a very physical football team. They're going to bring the running game at you. There's no doubt about it. And that running game for Western Wayne is led by Luke Januszewski. He has carried the football this year 66 times for 512 yards and 9 touchdowns. He leads Division II in rushing. So Carbondale area defensively, they've given up a lot of points this year. They are averaging about 30 points a ball game, giving up that many points. So they are going to have to tackle tonight if they want to have a chance at the Wildcats.
They're giving up, I believe, it's like almost 300 and some yards, total yards on offense, and they're only gaining 251. So that has to be changed in order for them to be successful tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it is homecoming. The festivities will take place tonight at halftime, and we are going to step aside and take a break. And when we come back, more pregame highlights on tonight's matchup between the Wildcats of Western Wayne and the Chargers of Carbondale area after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
Save a check, save a stamp, and save yourself time with Adams Cable Easy Pay. A simple one-time setup of automatic payments from your preferred bank account or credit card is all you need to do to enroll. It's fast, convenient, secure, and best of all, free. Never worry about a late payment again. Adams Cable makes it effortless. For more information regarding online payment options and to enroll in Easy Pay, please visit adamscable.com.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS NJS Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7. Welcome back to Carbondale and the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex for this Week 5 matchup between the Chargers of Carbondale area and the Western Wayne Wildcats. Chargers, of course, are coached by Jeff Arthur in his second season. They co-sponsor this football program with Forest City, while the Wildcats are coached by Randy Wolf in his seventh year with a career mark of 40 wins and 27 losses. And Glenn, when you take a look at the Western Wayne Wildcats, not only do they have a good football team, but they have built a very good football program.
They have. They're fundamentally right up from the bottom, because at one point it was tough for them to win a ball game, but he did it the right way. Fundamentals, strength, conditioning, and team effort.
And that all got started with the different coaches that they had over the years. You go back in time to the great coaches that they had, and all the way back to Butch Keller. He was there for a short time. Did a good job building the foundation. Also, Don McDonough. He was there previously before Randy Wolf. That is what Jeff Arthur is trying to do for the Carbondale program.
Well, even Mike Magnet. Mike Magnet has, I believe, he had 40 wins. And if Wolf wins tonight, Western Wayne wins tonight, he will be the coach with the most wins for Western Wayne.
So as we take a look out on the field, we are having the coin toss. We're just about set for the start of this football game. It's football weather finally here in September, Glenn. When you start football in August and it's warm and humid, it really doesn't feel like football weather. But tonight, this is the first Friday night where it actually feels like football.
Well, and I don't like it. I'd rather have it nice and warm.
Located, and you can go to the main gates.
So week number 5 of high school football, and beginning next week, by the way, folks, it will actually be the start of league play, division play in divisions 1, 2, and 3 for high school football. We'll talk about that throughout the broadcast as we get set for our national anthem here in the pioneer city of Carbondale.
Will you please stand if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of the Carbondale area alma mater, followed by our national anthem, performed by the Carbondale Area Marching Band, directed by Miss Megan McDermott.
Stand by Uncle Jojo. Do this. Hey, stand up like that.
And with the playing of our national anthem by the Carbondale Area Band, it's time for your starting lineups for today's game. Brought to you by the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, where the contemporary styles and apparel are all on display. Visit Roselle for all your school clothing needs, including a full line of spirit wear for Carbondale area, Lakeland, Forest City, and Valley View. If you plan on attending a formal affair or a special event, let the experience of Sam Kalura work for you with a perfectly tailored tuxedo by Sarno & Son. Also, Roselle is headquarters for professional and laundry and dry cleaning services. Sam and the staff at Roselle Department Store are proud to present your starting lineups for today's game between the Western Wayne Wildcats and the Carbondale Area Chargers. And keep in mind, the Roselle Department Store has all of the great fall apparel on display. And tonight it's a very cool night. You might want to stop by the Roselle over the weekend and throughout the upcoming weeks. Pick up a hoodie, pick up a jacket, and you're going to need it if you're going to take in Friday night high school football. While you're there, say hello to Sam and the great staff at the Roselle Department Store. So it's Carbondale Area and Western Wayne. We'll have your starting lineups for you in just a moment as the Chargers get set to take the field. As the fans continue to file into the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, boy, do we have a great crowd on hand from Western Wayne as we look across on the far sideline. So the Western Wayne Wildcats will tee up the football and kick off to Carbondale Area. And for Western Wayne, Carter Mistitian will tee it up, and 3 are deep for Carbondale Area on the return team. Here's your kick, and the high end over end kick will be fumbled at about the 12-yard line as Malachi DeBarry is hemmed in and caught for no return, and Carbondale Area will set up shop for first down and 10 at about their own 13-yard line.
That certainly isn't what you wanted to start with. You got to come up and catch that ball and be in a full trot as you're going up the field.
Offensively for Carbondale Area, brought to you by Roselle Department Store. At tight end, it's junior Mitchell Alexander. The split end is Malachi DeBarry. Chaz Kovaleski at left tackle. Jake Ulmer at right tackle. Gavin Connor at left guard. Right guard is Noah Kilmer. Chase Arthur at center. On the first down play, man will go in motion, and they will look to pass on the far side of the field, and play goes nowhere as Western Wayne had it well defended. Daryl Bennett will quarterback the Charger offense, brought to you by Roselle Department Store. Vincent DePalma at fullback, Johnny Orta at tailback, and Mason Barron will line up at flanker. Defensively for Western Wayne at end, Luke Janiszewski, Carter Mistitian at the other end, Kyle Guarino at left tackle, Nate Swingle at right tackle, Alex Enslin at nose guard, Paul Judice at linebacker along with Adam Lukey. And this is Bennett to throw on the far side of the field. And Carbondale Area will just get back up past the line of scrimmage. So for Carbondale Area, they will be facing third down and about 12 yards to go. The strong side corner is Liam Farley. Ethan Grodak at the weak corner for Western Wayne. Josh Vinton at strong safety. And the free safety is Sean Owens. He's a sophomore. Third down and 8, Carbondale Area as they work from their own 15-yard line. And this time it's Daryl Bennett taking the snap, and he will roll to the near side of the field. Bennett under some pressure, fires downfield, and pass falls incomplete in front of the Carbondale bench near the 36-yard line. And it will be 4th and out for Carbondale Area, and the punting unit will come on for the Chargers.
That's not what they wanted, Steve. They wanted to at least get a couple yards and change the field position, but this is going to be a little tough now.
Your call Spall game time weather. We have clear, partly cloudy skies, temperature of 49. Humidity is 55%. The winds are northwest at 13 miles per hour, and overnight, look for a low temperature around 41 or 42 degrees. Colin Baylor drops back in punt formation for the Chargers, and he will get away a relatively short kick that will bounce and get a Charger roll. And it keeps rolling to the 40-yard line. And the Western Wayne Wildcats will have great field position to start their first drive of the night. 1st and 10 from the Carbondale 40. Western Wayne coming into this ball game. Offensively, they are 3rd in Division II behind Lakeland and Dunmore. They are averaging 335 yards per game and 33 points per game. Carbondale area defensively, that's been where they have been really struggling, giving up about 30 points a game. And the Wildcats will break the huddle and get set to rock and roll. Now the official will respot the football. Scoreless ball game on the call Spall scoreboard with 10:03 remaining. Now we are going to have a penalty, I believe, against the Chargers. That will be a 5-yarder. And Glenn, one thing I do notice, the down marker. They're back to that LED down marker on the far side of the field. So evidently they got those out of storage and they're putting them to good use. As they will hand off the football, and Sean Owens will take it around the far side, and he may go all the way, and he has a 35-yard touchdown.
Good for a Western Wayne touchdown.
Didn't take long for the Wildcats to hit the scoreboard, and with 9:52 to play in the first, 6-0 the Wildcats. Carter Mistician, who has converted on 13 extra points this year, for the point after touchdown out of the hold of Sean Grodak. And Mistician gives Western Wayne a 7-0 lead as we go to a break. When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. Welcome back to Carbondale and the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. On the call Spall scoreboard with 9:52 to play here in the first quarter. Wildcats lead the Chargers 7-0. One play from scrimmage and they scored a 35-yard touchdown. Now here's your kickoff. And on the return for Carbondale area, they get a short one. Vincent DePalma on that short return, and Carbondale area will go to work from the 30-yard line, 1st down and 10. So a lot of football going on this weekend. Lakeland is on the road taking on Old Forge.
At Old Forge, that's going to be a gem down there because they play very well in their home field.
Yes, they do. So Lakeland will be tested tonight against the Old Forge Blue Devils, as Bennett will send DePalma in motion. They'll go with the running attack, and Right there, they will advance the
Hand off
football.
to Johnny Orta.
Johnny Orta
Short gain on the play.
coming into
Brought
this
down by
game,
Kyle
84
Garino.
attempts, about 455 yards, 4 touchdowns. He is second in Division III. He also has 8 receptions on the season for 66 yards and has scored 24 points this year. Second down play coming up for Carbondale from the Charger 30. Bennett, handoff, looks like DePalma, and he hits a brick wall.
Handoff is to De Palma. No gain on the play.
A host
Brought
of
down by a host of
defenders
Wildcats.
converging on Vincent DePalma. On the year, 25 carries, about 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And I'll tell you what, the return of DePalma really sparked Carbondale last week in the 29-22 victory over Tunkhannock.
Yeah, the real good game. Good, after sitting out almost 3 games.
And Darrell Bennett, flushed out of the pocket, will roll out and run right out of bounds in front of the Carbondale bench. He'll be
Darrell
short of
Bennett
the
on the
first
keeper.
down.
Short gain on the play will bring up a 4th down.
So right here, 4th down and about 3 or 4 yards to go. See if Carbondale will elect to drop back in punt formation, and they will boot it away. Trailing 7-0 with 8:22 to play here in the first quarter on the Call Spall scoreboard. And Baylor gets away a good punt, and fair catch is called for at the 45-yard line. Ethan Grodak on the reception, and the Western Wayne Wildcats will start their second possession of the ball game once again with great field position at their own 45.
Now, Carbondale's going to have to stop this running game because it is a powerful one.
Well, Western Wayne is very, very good on that offensive line. We'll run down the offense for you of Western Wayne in just a moment across that front line. First down play for the Wildcats. A lot of motion there in the backfield. LeSean hands it off, and it will be Luke Januszewski out across the midfield stripe.
The problem Carbondale's going to have is if they don't wrap him up, it's going to be the amount of yards he gains after being hit, and he's a tough man to bring down.
It's going to be a tough road for Carbondale when you have Januszewski coming at you behind that big offensive line. Guarino is 5'11", 270 pounds. Nate Swingle is 215. Evan Dean is 220. Januszewski once again spinning for a first down and is finally tackled at the Charger 39-yard line. Alex Enslin at right tackle is 6'3" and 350 pounds. So they have a lot of muscle across that offensive line, and it pays dividends right there as the Wildcats pick up a first down. And that will sustain the drive as we near 7 minutes remaining, first quarter. And the Wildcats out to a 7-0 lead on the Call Spall scoreboard. Pass near side. It is complete. Sean Owens with a great catch.
Pass is complete to Sean Owens.
Owens coming into this game with 3 touchdowns and over 238 yards receiving this year.
We'll bring up a second and about 7. It's about 3 on the 7-yard gain.
Western Wayne offense is third in Division II behind Lakeland and Dunmore. As Frankie LeSean, 5'11", 170-pound junior, will line up an I formation in the backfield. Januszewski, toss play. There he goes with blocking, and he will turn the corner, looking for that end zone once again. And Januszewski has a 32-yard touchdown.
Good for a Western Wayne touchdown.
Luke Januszewski. That is his 10th touchdown of the season on the ground. And the Western Wayne Wildcats take a 13-0 lead over Carbondale area. Well, is this one coming back, though, Glenn?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a flag on the play.
Well, that will take away a great run by Luke Janaszewski.
The score remains 7-0.
And it will. I did not see the call, Glenn. I took a look at the officials. Didn't see the call, but it comes back.
5 yard must have been a motion or legal procedure.
So it will result in 2nd down and 1. So for the Wildcats, they would like to sustain the drive right here with a 1st down. And more flags on the snap.
Flag before the snap. False start penalty pushes the Wildcats back 5.
So the Wildcats with a 7-0 advantage. And now the spot of the football is at the Carbondale 35-yard line, 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. Randy Wolf in his 7th year as Wildcat head coach, 40 wins, 27 losses. Frankie LaShawn spins, gives it back to Janaszewski. He'll go along that far sideline again, and Janaszewski is upended inside the 15-yard line.
Takes the handoff for a 1st down.
Well, the Carbondale defense finally caught him, but he was heading for the end zone, Glenn.
Oh, nice open field tackle. I couldn't see the number for Carbondale. It's hard to read those numbers.
And with the football spotted on the 12-yard line now of the Chargers, Western Wayne with a new set of downs. As we have under 6 to play here in the 1st quarter, and the Wildcats lead this one 7-0 on the Call Swall scoreboard. LaShawn hands it off. And once again, they'll go up the gut, and that's Janaszewski, and he has a 12-yard touchdown.
Good for a Western Wayne touchdown.
So Janaszewski gets the touchdown back, and he has his 10th touchdown of the season on the ground. And it's 13-0 the Cats. Here's Carter Mustician for the extra point out of the hold of Sean Grodak, and that was a high snap. Kick was blocked by Carbondale area. It was a great job by the Chargers as they came up to block it.
Remains 13-0.
We'll check to see, trying to get a hold of that number, Glenn, to see who came up and made the block as we go to a break. The Wildcats out in front, 13-0.
Nix Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nix Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Your local Napa dealer, Carbondale Auto Parts, has been serving the area for over 38 years with quality automotive replacement parts, tools, and accessories. Experience the Napa know-how difference with great service you've come to know and trust from the staff at Carbondale Auto Parts. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Welcome back to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale, where the Wildcats have jumped out to a 13-0 lead on touchdowns by Sean Owens and Luke Janaszewski. Here's the kickoff and a whistle on the kickoff.
Whistle on the kickoff.
So we'll see if this is against the Wildcats. If it is, it would probably be a 5-yard penalty.
Probably somebody offside on the kick. What else could that be? You don't see too many penalties other than that on a kick.
Penalty will result with the kickoff from the 35-yard line.
And the football moved back to the 35, and Western Wayne will do it once again. And here we go as we're ready to rock and roll. The end-over-end kick this time will come to the near side of the football field. There's the flag. It rolls out of bounds, so that will be another 5-yard penalty. Well, first quarter score, Lakeland out in front of Old Forge, 7-6. So the Chiefs are going to be put to the test down in Pizzatown tonight.
They will, Steve, probably it's like 80-20 passing to run for Lakeland, and this win might play a little havoc for Lakeland trying to pass that ball. And a good Old Forge team, a good physical Old Forge team, has also something to do with it.
Carter Mustician now will tee up the football back at the Wildcat 30. So if all goes well for the Chargers, they should end up with relatively good field position. And here is the kickoff. This is a line drive shot, and DePalma has it. And DePalma looking for a lane, and DePalma carries the football out across the 45-yard line.
On the return.
Carbondale will end up with the great field position at the Charger 48-yard line, first down and 10. Now, next week, keep in mind, folks, we will be back at Lakeland when the Honesdale Hornets will come into town to take on the Lakeland Chiefs.
And Honesdale, according to all things I've seen in the paper, are playing pretty good football this year.
That could be a battle, but right now teams have to get through week number 5. It's hard to believe that we are at the midway point of high school football as Bennett fires the pass near side, and was it intercepted? No.
Incomplete.
Josh Vinton, the sophomore strong safety, had a chance to pick that pass off. Fell incomplete. Second down play coming up for Carbondale area.
The receiver was wide open. He just had a bad pass trying to roll out. He is left-handed, so it should be a strong suit coming this way.
Mason Barron is wide on the near side. Malachi DeBarry on the top of your screen. And Carbondale will hand it off, and they advance the football. DePalma, and he carries the football across midfield. 13-0 if you're just tuning in. The Western Wayne Wildcats scored on 2 possessions as Sean Owens took a handoff and went around left end, and Luke Januszewski scored. 1 extra point was blocked by Carbondale, and the score is 13-0. Pass on the far side of the field, and Carbondale will get a short gain here. Well, before the game, Glenn, I was talking to Larry Gabriel Jr. on the near sideline and had the opportunity to talk to a former Charger quarterback from 1970, Gerard Grandinetti.
Wow.
Old number 12.
Probably the first quarterback of the jointure.
Yes, that was in the days of Russell Park and Gerard Grandinetti. Dave Tomaine was a wide receiver for the Chargers, and that was a great 1-2 combination there. I remember as a youngster listening to the games on the radio and always hearing the name Gerard Grandinetti, and he's here tonight taking in the game. Yes, he's vacationing from, I believe, possibly Florida. And we have a break in the action here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex with 3:50 to play in the first quarter. The Wildcats are up 13-0 as we go to a break.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. Visit them for a complete line of archery accessories, hunting and fishing licenses, live bait, fishing tackle, and LEM meat processing supplies. Call 570-282-4699 and be sure to check out their Facebook page. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Insurance is more than just a policy. It's knowing that you are properly covered to protect all the assets you have worked so hard to acquire over the years. For over 50 years, McGovern Insurance has fulfilled the needs and expectations of families and businesses in the greater Carbondale area. McGovern Insurance Agency specializes in auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. Call for a competitive quote and superior service at 282-1170. Your protection comes first at McGovern Insurance Agency, 26th Avenue, Carbondale.
Welcome back to the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. 4th down and 3. The Chargers from the Wildcat 46. Bennett to throw, and this pass is caught, but well short of the first down on the 4th down play, and the Chargers will turn over the football on downs to the Wildcats. Johnny Orta on the receiving end of that pass, and Carbondale area unable to sustain a drive, and they turn it over. Well, the best defense that Carbondale could have here tonight against the Wildcats would be to keep the offense going and pick up a couple of first downs and keep the football away from the Wildcats, because here they go with great field position from their own 48. And this is Luke Januszewski with the speed, dragging defenders with him inside the 25-yard line.
Another Western Wayne first down.
Well, right now, this game is being won on the line of scrimmage, because this Western Wayne offensive line is really doing a good job opening up a lane for Luke Januszewski.
He hits that hole, and he's gone.
And right now, the Wildcats in one play are deep in Charger territory at the Carbondale 21-yard line. Frankie LaShawn will look near side, and he finds Owens in stride, and Owens is tackled at the 11.
Pass is complete to Sean Owens, brought down by
Johnny Orta making the tackle for Carbondale area, got him around the ankle and held on to him. This Wildcat offense can come at you in so many different ways. They've got that power running game. They can throw the football.
On the play. Bring up a second and short.
Last 5 seasons, the Wildcats are 34-22. They've had some great years. Now they hand the football off, and they will go right up the gut of the Carbondale defense, and they've got a touchdown. 11 yards for Adam Lukey.
Alex Lukey on the carry.
Well, let's check and make sure that he got into the end zone here.
Yeah, I
think he got caught at the 2. Well, let's check this now. Where are they going to spot the football?
Well, the official gave them the touchdown signal.
Well, it's going to be spotted at the 2, as it will not be a touchdown. They'll mark it at the 2, and the Wildcats will run the football, and this time they get shut down as Carbondale converges on the tackle on the far side of the field. That's a 2-point conversion, I should say. Okay, 19-0, as the touchdown was good. 2-point conversion not successful, and the Wildcats are in control with 2:21 remaining here in the first on Adams Cable High School Football.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablanowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service and name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Back in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, where the Wildcats are out to a 19-0 advantage over the Carbondale area Chargers. Mystician's kick goes inside the 10-yard line, and on the return, this is Malachi DeBarry, and he's carrying the football out to the 40-yard line, and a flag on the play.
Yeah, that's a late block, late hit.
That was a great return by DeBarry.
Personal foul.
The personal foul penalty will be on the Wildcats.
That will give the Chargers better field position.
Starting in Western Wayne territory at about the 45-yard line.
As the Chargers will set up shop at the Wildcat 45, first down and 10. With 2:13 to play here on the Call Spall scoreboard, and DePalma will take the late handoff and is shut down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Evan Dean.
This Wildcat defense is very good. Luke Januszewski at the end, along with Carter Mystician. In the middle, you've got Kyle Guarino, 5'11", 270 pounds senior. Alex Enslin at nose guard, he is 350 pounds. And Nate Swingle at right tackle, 215. Second down play, movement on the line, and a flag. And this will be
False
called
start
against the Chargers. False start, 5-yarder. Second and 15 for Carbondale.
Yeah, that's no reason to have that. You're right next to the center. All you got to do is watch the ball. When it's snapped, there's no reason to move there. But, of course, you see it on TV in the pros, too.
It happens in the pros. A lot going on down there on the line of scrimmage that we don't know about. As Carbondale had a great running attack right there, and that was Johnny Orta as he slipped as he went across the 45-yard line.
He did have some open area there.
So Western Wayne got a break on that play, and it will be a new set of downs for Carbondale. Let's check that third down coming up. Third down and about 8 yards to go. Junior quarterback Darrell Bennett handing it off. And this is DePalma. Forward progress will be marked at about the 36-yard line.
It'll be close. First.
Well, Jeff Arthur not happy with what's happening out there. He's having a word with his team, and gosh, he's about 4 yards on the field there, Glenn. No big call right here for the Chargers. Fourth down and about a yard to go.
Big play here. Get the first down, keep the momentum going.
Yeah. First quarter winding down. We've got 14 seconds. And I don't think they will run another play as The first quarter will come to an end here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale, with the Western Wayne Wildcats in front of the Carbondale area Chargers 19-0 at the end of one quarter of play.
Imagine a Wi-Fi system so good, you'll never have to think about Wi-Fi again. Introducing Adams Cable Enhanced Whole Home Wi-Fi. Eero's True Mesh technology doesn't just extend your Wi-Fi, it blankets your entire home with a wireless network that just works. With Adams Cable, you get an incredible connection that gives you the freedom to stream video, surf the web, get social, and play from any room. Never worry about Wi-Fi again with Adams Cable Whole Home Wi-Fi.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall.
Welcome back to Carbondale and the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, where the Chargers now will face fourth down and a yard to go, and this play will go nowhere.
Well, I'll tell you what, second effort, he got stood up.
Well, it looked like it was going nowhere, and they actually got the second effort, and they pick up the first down. So Carbondale, after the end of the first quarter, comes out and picks up a first down to sustain the drive. And they will operate from their own 35-yard line with a new set of downs, as Bennett will hand it off, and this time the defense of Western Wayne is there at the point of attack.
Brought down right away by Musician. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
The pursuit by Western Wayne is really good, but what's happening is they are just pushing that offensive line back also, Steve. And what's happening is they're just not getting any running room, Carbondale.
2nd down and 9 for Carbondale from the Wildcat 34 with a minute gone by here in quarter number 2. Bennett sets, fires far side, and this pass is complete.
Got a block.
And it's DeBarry looking for a lane and turns it upfield, and wow. A lot of hard hitting going on in the front of the Charger bench. And Carbondale now will look at 3rd down and long yardage. 3rd down and 11 after a loss on the play. We'll see what head coach Jeff Arthur will dial up right here, as Bennett will roll out to the far side, and Bennett will fire on the run, and
Bennett's pass
incomplete, and Carbondale area will look at 4th down, and the punting unit will get set to come onto the field for the Chargers. You're just tuning in, it's 19-0. Western Wayne, your leader, with exactly 10 minutes remaining in first half action here in week number 5 of high school football. As Colin Baylor will drop back near the midfield stripe. Perfect snap. Wow, this kick with a lot of hang time. Oh, and it's touched by the Western Wayne Wildcats, Ethan Grodak.
Baylor's punt fielded deep in Western Wayne's territory.
Well, that right there is a cardinal sin, Glenn. You don't want to touch the football.
That had a chance probably to bounce into the end zone if he let that go, and then it would have been, they had a little bit more room, but Carbondale's got to dig in now and try to hold Western Wayne's running game.
Now, right here, as Glenn mentioned, the Charger defense has to come up big, as the Wildcats have scored relatively easy here in the first half of this ball game. And they will operate from their own 7-yard line, first down and 10. And the handoff will go to the tailback. They pick up about a yard on the play, and that's about all.
Gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 8.
Wildcats talking it over. Now they are set to rock and roll. Frankie Lashun in the quarterback position, and he will fire the pass on the near side of the field, and it is complete. Not enough, though, for the first down to Sean Owens.
Brought down by order. Will bring up a 3rd down.
This is a big play for Western Wayne. 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Wildcats would like to sustain this drive and keep the ball away from the Chargers with 8:44 remaining and the clock running here at the complex in Carbondale on this Friday night. And there's a couple of flags and whistles.
Looks like a procedure again.
That will push the Wildcats back 5 yards.
Brings it back 5.
That's their 4th procedure penalty, and it's their 5th penalty already, and we're only early in the 2nd quarter.
Wow.
Those, we talk about it a lot, Steve. Those are the ones that kill you against a good team. When you're playing a team that you're battling and then you make those penalties, they come back to haunt you somehow.
Well, they go with the ground game, and they will be very close to the first down.
It will be good for a Western Wayne first down.
Januszewski picks up the first down for Western Wayne, and they will keep the drive going as we have under 8 minutes to play in the first half, and the Wildcats leading 19-0 on the Call Spall scoreboard here in week number 5. Great to have you on board here on Adams Cable High School Football. Adam Lukey is a wideout on the near side. Sean Owens will go in motion. And they will run the football, and in front of the Western Wayne bench.
Good for first down yardage.
They run out of room in front of the bench, and that will stop the clock. Chain gang will reset things on the far side of the field. And Glenn, when you're facing a team like Western Wayne and they run the football and they pick up first downs, they wear a defense down.
Sure, they are tough.
Near side, Owens takes the pass, turns it upfield, flag on the play across the 40, spun down in front of the Carbondale bench.
Pass complete to Owens.
Now,
Ethan Bruin leading the way defensively for the Chargers.
There is a flag on the play.
Holding, yep.
So this one will come back.
Call is holding.
And it will move the football back to about the 22-yard line, where the Wildcats will be looking at first down and about 20 yards to go. Frankie Lashun hands it off, and this time the Carbondale defense is right there to shut down the Wildcats. Januszewski with no running room that time. Second down coming up.
That's what Carbondale needs. They need a little penetration to stop the run from from happening by Western Wayne, because Januszewski, as soon as he gets that ball, he's almost in full speed.
Yeah, he's in high gear when he gets that football. Great first step when he gets the football. Sean Owens, a wide out on the near side of your screen. And there they go. Januszewski tackled on the play as the Chargers converge on him defensively.
He doesn't want to go down. I know.
Darrell Bennett came to the near sideline to get some defensive instructions from Bob Matuszek.
We're at about 3rd and 12.
Third down coming up for the Western Wayne Wildcats. 3rd down and 12. Good crowd on hand for homecoming here in Carbondale on this Friday night. And there is the toss play. Januszewski lost the football, falls on it, so they dodge a bullet.
Januszewski maintains possession.
And right now, Western Wayne Wildcats facing 4th down and long yardage. And for the first time tonight, the punting unit will come on for the Wildcats. Sean Owens, the sophomore, from his own 10-yard line. Bit of a high snap, brushes on. Oh, that's a line drive kick. That's a good one. It's going to get a Wildcat bounce.
Not a good move by the
return team.
By return team, you run after the ball when it's on the ground and then try to jump over it. No, stay away from it.
And Carbondale area will go back on the offensive attack, trailing 19-0 from their own 41-yard line, 1st down and 10. So that is the first time in this ball game that Western Wayne and Januszewski have been shut down. Now we're ready to go as Darrell Bennett will hand it off, and Carbondale will test the defense of the Wildcats.
And that was the...
Hand off to DePalma, goes for a short gain.
Vincent DePalma back in the Carbondale lineup. 6 foot, 180-pound senior. Team leader offensively and defensively as he lines up at linebacker on the defense. 2-yard gain on the last play, 2nd down and 8. Pass play off the fingertips of DeBarry, incomplete.
Intended for DeBarry.
Good pass. Got to look that ball into your hands. In a hurry to run before he caught it.
3rd down coming up. Now Lakeland is out to a 27-6 lead over Old Forge in the 2nd quarter. Third down play for Carbondale area. 3rd down and 8. There's the toss play. And DePalma strung out and run out of bounds in front of the Carbondale bench.
About 5 will bring up 4th down.
Well, the Chargers right here, Glenn. They would like to sustain the drive if possible.
Yeah. I think you gotta punt this one, Steve. You gotta try to change the field a little bit, and there's only 3 minutes left, so try to hold them and go in down the 19.
Well, they were hoping to keep that drive going, but unfortunately, they face 4th down. And a whistle and
Procedure, Carbondale.
against the Chargers. A lot of penalties between both ball clubs here in the first half.
9 total.
And it will move the football to the 34-yard line. And Colin Baylor will now step back to his own 25 for the punting unit. And here comes the snap. Bit of a low snap. Rush is coming. They just get it away. And, the Western Wayne has the football at the 40, but that was Owens. He was trying to take that on the run and take right off, but lost his footing at the 40. And Western Wayne with the 19-0 lead and the football at their own 40-yard line. Well, you could see, Glenn, how he was trying to set that up.
Yeah, it's Steve, the field, it looks good, but, there's a lot of...
keep in mind, we did get a lot of rain.
Yes.
A lot of rain this morning.
Just going to say that. And
I'm really glad I cut my grass on Wednesday.
Well, you're looking at another guy who did the same.
1st and 10, the Wildcats. LaShawn completes the pass, and this is Owens zigzagging his way out near the midfield stripe. And with under 3 to play in the first half, and the Wildcats up 19-0, and they lost the football. Carbondale will have it. So that's a big break for the Chargers. Wildcats had something going there, but they lost the football. Carbondale recovers, and they go back on the offensive attack inside the Wildcat 50. Now, can the Chargers capitalize on the Wildcat fumble? We'll see what Darryl Bennett will do, what he will dial up here on first down. They will go with the draw play, and not much there.
Handoff is to Johnny Orta up the middle for a short gain.
Johnny Orta, tell you what, folks, last week against Tunkhannock, he had a great ball game. Carried the football 20 times for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. Right here, though, facing a Wildcat defense that only allows about 15 points a game. Chargers now will face 2nd and 9. As Bennett will hand it off, and they try to sweep around the near side of the field, but the defense was right there as Orta once again got the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you that our homecoming ceremony and the performance by the marching Chargers coming up in minutes. I do also have our 50-50 winner, which will be announced shortly, so be prepared to check your tickets.
No big night here in Carbondale as homecoming festivities will take place at halftime. 3rd down and 9 for the Chargers. Bennett sets, fires, completes the pass short of the first down.
Pass complete to Malachi DeBerry.
Now Malachi DeBerry, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down for Carbondale. Now the clock is the big factor for the Chargers. If they do pick up a first down right here, it's going to be under 1 minute remaining in the first half.
They're going to go for it.
Well, right here, you have to go for it. You're down 19-0.
Yep.
About a minute left. And Bennett, with time, fires downfield, and this pass is incomplete. And Western Wayne will take over possession of the football on downs.
As we change possession here, I will announce our winning 50-50 ticket. The winning ticket is a pink ticket, sort of pink, I guess.
Check your ticket, Glenn.
Number
52.6 seconds remaining in the first half on the College Ball scoreboard. And Western Wayne leads Carbondale 19-0 here in week 5 of high school football. Glad you can join us for all of the action here on Adams Cable, channel 107. We will have Western Wayne on the air once again for you coming up in October as the Wildcats will take on the Chiefs of Lakeland. LaShawn back to throw, looking for his intended receiver on the far side of the field, falls incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Second down play on the way. Now, what a sports weekend we have, Glenn. We have college football, a lot of great high school games. Aaron Judge looking to tie the record of Roger Maris.
Oh, it's a lot of things going. A lot of things
61 home runs.
My man, Albert Pujols, looking for 2 home runs for 700.
700. That's really incredible. As Western Wayne will pick up a first down on the running attack with 41 seconds to play.
Brought down by Jordan Myers and a few other Chargers.
And they're going to have to move quickly as Januszewski will line up at tailback on the first down play, and he will get the call. Almost lost his footing, and there he goes. He could go all the way. One man to beat, and Januszewski has a 43-yard touchdown.
And with that, another Western Wayne touchdown. Luke Januszewski on the carry.
23 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Wildcats strike quickly to take a 25-0 advantage over Carbondale area. Well, Glenn, it looked as though Januszewski was going to lose his footing near the line of scrimmage, regained his composure, and made it look easy.
And there was absolutely nobody on that end, right around the right side, and away he went.
And right now, the Western Wayne Wildcats will try for the 2-point conversion. And they hand it off to Januszewski, and this time he's dropped and denied the 2 points. And with 23 seconds remaining, the Wildcats 25, the Chargers nothing as we go to a break.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania. Welcome back to Carbondale and the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. Carter Mistician with the kickoff after the touchdown. Ball bouncing around. Carbondale area gets it on the return, and they take it out to the 35-yard line.
Brought out to about the 35-yard line.
And with 19 seconds to play, the Chargers will have the football from that point. We'll see if they just elect to take a knee and regroup in the locker room at halftime. Last thing you want to do in this situation, Glenn, is turn the football over and give the Wildcats one more chance. As Darrell Bennett will survey the Wildcat defense. Alexander in motion, and Carbondale lost the football, and the Wildcats have it.
Wow. Wow. This could be disastrous if they take this in.
Januszewski on the recovery.
You know, that's a risky call, a toss play. At this point in the ball game.
Just run the clock out and just go in.
And right here, off the turnover, Western Wayne will have the football at about the Charger 27 with 14 seconds left. Now we'll see what the strategy will be here by head coach Randy Wolf. Will they go with the ground game or are they going to go to the air? Owens in motion. No, they're going to their bread and butter guy, Januszewski, and he draws a crowd as he goes off right tackle to stop the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Handoff is to Januszewski.
Now there'll be a timeout call by the Wildcats to talk it over. And, well, Glenn, this is when you have one of those plays in your back pocket.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
You use on a so-called special occasion.
Sure. Well, yeah, they all have them. But I wouldn't be surprised if Januszewski doesn't get this ball or a fake to him and a pass.
Right. Now, as both teams talk it over, it's 25-0 if you're just tuning in. The Wildcats lead the Chargers. Carbondale area turning over the football to give Western Wayne another opportunity with 8 seconds remaining. Homecoming festivities coming up at halftime here in Carbondale as we have a great crowd on hand for tonight's game. Feels much more like football.
It does.
Football. It was cold on the field, Glenn.
Yeah,
we were down on the field prior to the ball game, and when that wind kicked up, ooh. Might want to turn on the heat tonight, Glenn, in the house.
It's been on. It's been on before today. I hate to say it, but it has. Not much, but still, it has been on.
Frankie LaShawn will work out of the shotgun. They go to Januszewski. The pass complete, but he's taken down. Good defensive effort by Carbondale area. Chaz Kovaleski coming up from his defensive end position to stop Januszewski. And now the clock has 3 seconds remaining.
Timeout on the field.
Now right here, both teams will talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we head
And
into
with the
halftime,
football on the
here one time
19-yard
for
line.
Carbondale area cheerleaders.
Well, a lot of strategy out there now defensively. If you're Carbondale, what do you look for? We'll see what Western Wayne will dial up right here.
It's interesting. They have LaShawn is a good passer. I mean, they have some receivers.
Well, they have
Owens has 5 catches, but he did fumble after the last catch he made just prior to this. You got Januszewski.
They're going to try for.
Yep.
They're going to try a field goal. No, they're not.
Yes,
they are. They're going to try a field goal. High snap. Mystician's kick.
Yeah,
no.
There was
shot.
no chance there once that snap was up. That takes the timing off the kicker.
That was about a 24-yarder. So it is 25-0 as we go to halftime. We'll get set for the homecoming festivities here in the Pioneer City of Carbondale, and we'll be back with the second half of today's game here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Your local Napa dealer, Carbondale Auto Parts, has been serving the area for over 38 years with quality automotive replacement parts, tools, and accessories. Experience the Napa know-how difference with great service you've come to know and trust from the staff at Carbondale Auto Parts. Your Napa know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Carbondale Area High School Homecoming Ceremony. Please direct your attention to the field for the introduction of Carbondale Area's 2022 Homecoming Court. First, Princess Audrey Cobb. Escorted by Bryson Kelly. Audrey is the daughter of Raymond and Monique Cobb. She also has a younger sister, Addie. During high school, Audrey has participated in numerous sports and extracurricular activities. She is a member of the varsity softball team, the varsity cheer squad, and is currently captain of the varsity soccer team. Audrey is a 6-year member of Student Council and Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, and a 4-year member of FBLA. She is qualified for states in both PJAS and FBLA. She is also a member of the prom committee and yearbook staff. Audrey is a 2019 Camp Cadet graduate and a graduate of the Lackawanna County Tomorrow's Leaders Today program. She is a member of the National Honor Society, has achieved distinguished honors, and is currently the president of the senior class. Audrey is currently enrolled in an internship program with the Lackawanna County Veterans Affairs Office. After high school, Audrey plans to further her education and attend college. Bryson is the son of Jeff and Susan Kelly. While at Carbondale Area, he has been a member of National Honor Society and has served on Student Council. Bryson has participated on the golf team for 2 years, and he has been a member of FBLA, SAD, the Physics Club, Math Club, and the Science and Technology Club. Next fall, Bryson plans to attend Penn State University to pursue a degree in engineering. Next we have Princess Sophie Crozier, escorted by Oscar Martinez. Sophie is the daughter of Ronnie Crozier and Shannon Crozier. She has been a member of the Carbondale Area cheerleading squad since her freshman year and is currently a cheer captain. While at Carbondale Area, Sophie has also participated in the soccer team, yearbook, photography club, French club, mock trial, and has written for the school newspaper. Sophie is an honor roll student and an active member of the Future Teachers Club. Outside of school, she is a ski instructor at Elk Mountain Ski Resort and has volunteered for many community events, including the 2022 Carbondale Area Elementary School Orientation Night, Friends with Pet Rescues adoption events, and the annual St. Joe's Festival. After graduation, Sophie plans to continue her education in pre-health, followed by dental school. Oscar is the son of Oscar and Ana Martinez. While at Carbondale Area, he has been a member of the basketball team, baseball team, and soccer team. After high school, Oscar plans to attend Johnson College to study to become an electrician. Next, we have Princess Shauna Durst, escorted by Robert Constantine. Shauna is the daughter of Sean and Melissa Durst. While at Carbondale Area, Shauna has participated in PJAS for 6 years and has won numerous state awards. She has also participated in FBLA for 4 years and has placed 9th at the FBLA state competition. She currently serves as FBLA Vice President. Shauna has participated in mock trial for 3 years and currently serves as co-captain of the mock trial team. Shauna is also a member of the National Honor Society, National Business Honor Society, and Student Council, as well as SAD, Math Club, Science and Technology Club, Physics Club, Future Teachers Club, and the yearbook staff. She has also participated in bowling and helped alongside our unified track team. Shauna is currently employed at Alexander's Restaurant. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Pittsburgh on a pre-physician assistant track and intends to specialize in obstetrics and gynecology. Robert is the son of Bob and Diane Constantine. While a Carbondale area, Robert has been a 4-year member of the Science and Technology Club and a 2-year member of the Math Club. He's currently a member of the Physics Club, where he serves as treasurer. Robert has also participated in SAD and has been a 4-year member of the bowling team and a 2-year member of the basketball team. After high school, Robert plans to attend Penn State Scranton to obtain a degree in meteorology and atmospheric sciences. Next we have Princess Alyssa Hendrick. She is escorted by Liam Shanice. Alyssa is the daughter of Jim and Pam Hendrick. Alyssa has been a member of the cheer team since 9th grade and has served as cheer captain. While a Carbondale area, she has also participated in student council and PJAS. Outside of school, Alyssa has participated in recreational league softball for 9 years. Next fall, Alyssa plans to attend Penn State University to major in biology. Liam is the son of Christopher and Jennifer Shanice. He is a 4-year member of the Carbondale area varsity baseball team and a 1st-year member of the golf team. Liam also participates in the Carbondale Lakeland Post 221 baseball team during the summer. After high school, Liam plans to attend Penn State University's Smeal College of Business with a focus in real estate. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2022 Homecoming Queen, Julia Goro. Julia is escorted by Cameron Kilmer. Julia is the daughter of John Gorel and Katrina Marakovich. She has a younger brother, Johnny. Julia is a 4-year member of FBLA and has qualified for states each year. She is a 4-year member of the Science and Technology Club and a 5-year member of the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, for which she qualified for states her sophomore year. While at Carbondale area, Julia has also participated in Physics Club, Student Council, Art Club, Math Club, and the French Club, which she served as president her sophomore year. Julia is a 6-year member of the JV and varsity softball teams and a member of the bowling team, and has previously participated in the JV and varsity basketball teams. Along with clubs and sports, Julia has maintained distinguished honors throughout her high school career and is a member of the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Julia has been playing travel softball for 8 years and recreational softball for 12. She is also a former member of Carbondale Teener League Baseball and the Carbondale Lakeland Legion Baseball League. After high school, Julia plans to attend college to earn a degree in design with a specialization in fashion studies, along with a degree in sustainability and a minor in business. Cameron is the son of Alyssa Swingle and Richard Swingle. While at Carbondale area, Cameron has participated in the junior varsity baseball team and plans to play varsity basketball this upcoming season. Outside of school, Cameron has a part-time job, enjoys weightlifting and the outdoors, and is an avid concert goer. After high school, Cameron plans to attend college and eventually pursue his dream of owning his own clothing business. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, congratulations to the 2022 Carbondale area homecoming queen and her court. Also, a special recognition to our senior class advisors, Mrs. Marissa Durkin and Mrs. Michelle Gherkin, for putting all of this week's events together. Thank you.
Fans here in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Sarah Sports Complex enjoying the halftime homecoming ceremony in week number 5 of high school football. And here in the booth, Glenn Muskowski and the team from Adams Cable, as we have Western Wayne out in front of Carbondale area 25-0. And Glenn, it didn't take Western Wayne long to get out to the early lead and take control of this football game.
Well, they really didn't, Steve. They have a powerful front line on the offensive side and defensive side. They're strong, they're big, and they have a tough running back in Januszewski. He got going early. The problem was it's hard to bring him down. You cannot knock him down. You have to wrap him up and knock him down by taking out his legs, and they didn't do that, and they paid the price for it.
And the Western Wayne Wildcats gave Carbondale some opportunities, but they just could not capitalize. And for the Chargers, they are going to have to find some way to generate some offensive attack in the second half.
It's all about the pressure that the defense puts on Carbondale. They're dominating the defense, the line, so the Carbondale's offensive linemen cannot get any blocks. Again, Western Wayne's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and they're quick, and they are quick. And Carbondale, Carbondale needs to break one. Carbondale's got some quick running backs, but the penetration is killing them. They can't get started.
25-0, your halftime score. Western Wayne leading Carbondale. We will step aside and go to a break, and when we return, Glenn Muskowski will run down the first half stats of today's ball game after this timeout.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. Visit them for a complete line of archery accessories, hunting and fishing licenses, live bait, fishing tackle, and LEM meat processing supplies. Call 570-282-4699. And be sure to check out their Facebook page. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier, with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Insurance is more than just a policy. It's knowing that you are properly covered to protect all the assets you have worked so hard to acquire over the years. For over 50 years, McGovern Insurance has fulfilled the needs and expectations of families and businesses in the greater Carbondale area. McGovern Insurance Agency specializes in auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. Call for a competitive quote and superior service at 282-1170. Your protection comes first at McGovern Insurance Agency, 26th Avenue, Carbondale.
It is halftime here, week number 5 of high school football in this Lackawanna Football Conference crossover matchup. And the Western Wayne Wildcats lead the Carbondale area Chargers 25-0. Here's Glenn with the scoring summary and all of the stats of the first half.
Okay, Steve, with just early in the game, with 9:52 to go in the first quarter, Owens on a 35-yard run. The kick was good, 7-0 Western Wayne. With 5:29 left to go in the first, Januszewski on a 12-yard run. The kick was blocked, 13-0. With 2:21 left in the first, Lukey, 11-yard TD run. The run was no good, 19-0. And then with 23 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Januszewski on a 43-yard run. The run was no good, so we have a score at 25. Chargers obviously did not score, so it's 25-0 at halftime. For the Chargers, De Palma had 8 rushes for 22 yards. Very stingy the defense was for Western Wayne. Jonathan Orta, 4 rushes for 11 yards. Bruin had 1 rush for 3 yards, and Bennett had 1 for 2. Bennett was 6 for 12 for only 8 yards because a lot of those passes were like in the backfield, like little bit screen passes, and the penetration by Western Wayne they didn't do well with those passes. They only gained 8 yards total. Vinny DePalma had 2 catches for 3 yards. Orta had 1 for 1 yard. DeBerry had 2 for 4 yards, and Vaglino had 1 for 3 yards. Carbondale had 2 first downs. They had 3 penalties for 15 yards, and they ran 27 plays. For the Wildcats, Januszewski had 12 carries for 161 yards. Again, this is unofficial, for 2 TDs. Lukey had 2 rushes for 13 yards and a TD. Owens had 2 for 45 yards and a TD. Leishan he was 5 for 6 for 29 yards, and Owens had a 29-yard all 5 catches. They had 7 first downs. They had 6 penalties for 45 yards, and they ran 23 plays. So basically, Steve, it is the offense and defensive line of Western Wayne that's controlling this whole game.
Yeah, they're controlling the line of scrimmage and the football game out to a 25-0 advantage. And Glenn, for the Chargers, they're going to have to try to get something going offensively, regroup, come up with, they did move the football a little bit. They picked up a couple of first downs here and there to sustain a drive, but never put together anything that was threatening to Western Wayne.
They're going to have. I don't know if they're going to be able to go up the gut to try to get through that the defensive line of Western Wayne. They might have to try something on the perimeter, get outside, maybe a little screen pass, get outside and flare it out a little bit, or even try to run around the end. But Western Wayne, not only are they big, but they're pretty quick too.
And after tonight, it will be league action as Western Wayne competes in Division II. Carbondale area, of course, in Lackawanna Football Conference Division III. So starting next week, Carbondale area will start Division III play, and they will be on the road at Riverside. In Week 7, they will take on Holy Cross. In Week 8, they will be at on the road at Lackawanna Trail. They will be at Susquehanna. Week number 10, they will take on Old Forge. We will have that ball game for you right here on Adams Cable. For the Wildcats after tonight, they will start Division II play, and they will take on West Scranton at home. At Mid-Valley in Week 7, they will take on Dunmore. At Week 9, they will be at Lakeland. We will have that game for you. And then a big rivalry game to end the regular season, week number 10, as they will go on the road and take on Honesdale.
Well,
that's always a big rivalry game.
Yeah, sure is. Again, Carbondale needs to try to put something together here. The second half, you can't just quit here. Western Wayne has dominated the first half. You just got to try to come up with something. And I'm sure they will come up with something, but they have to execute. They have to get the ball. You have to get some runs in, get some passes. Bennett's having a tough time throwing the ball tonight because he's throwing it on the run. They're chasing him down almost, and he's not really set to throw that ball. Some of them were low. He's got to get some. He needs more time. Basically, is all it is.
Well, this Western Wayne defense, very, very good coming into this ball game, only allowing about 15 points a ball game.
Very stingy, yes.
They're tough. They're very physical also, and trying to move the football against this ball club, you are really going to have the utmost effort here tonight. We do have an update in that Lakeland football game for you. At halftime, the Chiefs are out to a 34-6 lead over Old Forge. So we will go to another quick break, and when we return, the second half of today's game between the Western Wayne Wildcats and the Carbondale area Chargers when we come back.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail.
That is the Carbondale Area Band entertaining here as we wrap up halftime. And as we take a look to our right, Glenn, we see the Chargers and the Wildcats in the right end zone there. They are ready to go for the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Carbondale Area Marching Band and Drill Team.
As the Charger Band will leave the field here on this Friday night. And we will get ready for second half action. Well, Glenn, you take a look at the Western Wayne Wildcats program. Boy, they have really built a fantastic program. Years ago, I think they started junior varsity competition back in 1973. They got things off the ground, and then they progressively moved through the years in the Suburban Football Conference, and they did win a Suburban title back in 1995. In 2020, they won the Lackawanna Football Conference Division II, but over the years they had numerous coaching changes, and for a while they had Butch Keller there to kind of like get things on track and kind of secure the foundation. Don McDonough took over, did a fantastic job with the ball club, and then turned things over to head coach Randy Wolf, who really got things going in the right direction. And over the last 5 seasons, they have a record of 34 wins and 22 losses. So he really did instill that winning culture into the Western Wayne program.
And what I see there is years ago, you could look at Western Wayne, numbers were very low. Now they've got plenty of players out there, and they're buying into his program, which is big.
And for the Carbondale Area Chargers and head coach Jeff Arthur in his second year, he's trying to do the same thing with this football program, but it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Keep in mind that Carbondale did not participate in football during the COVID year, I should say, so that really set them back. So now you have Jeff Arthur in his second year trying to get things in the right direction, and it's going to take time, but you have to just every year is like a building block. You put another building block into the foundation to secure it and build from that point.
He does have the numbers. Now he's got to put this all together and get going and keep it going. They had the problem at the beginning of the year here, which was unfortunate. That may have cost them probably a chance to win 2 games.
Yes, Vincent DePalma out for 2 games, but fortunately he's back, and the morale on the team is good. But here in this ball game, Western Wayne is dominated as they lead this one 25-0, and coming up full second half of action between the Chargers and the Wildcats. And next week we will be on the road once again and go back to Lakeland for the Honesdale Hornets and the Lakeland Chiefs. Last update we had on the Lakeland game, it was halftime, and the Chiefs were leading that football game. Let's check this out. I think it was 34-6 at halftime. Last update we had. So Lakeland looking to keep that winning streak intact. And
Lakeland looks awful good. I mean, they are scoring. They're scoring lots of points. Their passing game is terrific. They have speed. They have big linemen.
They have good
power.
defense.
Power, speed, good quarterback with experience, good wide receivers. They have the whole package, and they're showing it.
Now, this is definitely their year, and here tonight in the second half, it's Western Wayne and the Chargers, as Carbondale Area will kick off to Western Wayne as 2 are deep. Janishevsky is back there on the return team, along with Josh Vinton wearing number 28. And Colin Baylor tees up the football for Carbondale Area. And here in the Pioneer City on Homecoming 2022, Baylor kicks it off, and it is caught at the 21-yard line. And on the return for Western Wayne.
His return just shy of the 40-yard line.
Let's check this for you.
Paul Judice on the return.
That was Mike Morcom, I believe, on the return, wearing number 11. And this time the Wildcats will start this possession from their own 39-yard line, first down and 10. As the Wildcats will talk things over in the huddle. Grodak will be a wide out on the top of your screen. Frankie LaShawn hands it off, and there they go with the running attack. And Josh Vinton, the sophomore, getting the call. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards on the carry, right up the middle.
Gain of about 4.
And this is where Western Wayne is also very good, Glenn. They will they get out to a comfortable lead. They will also start to run the football and shorten the game.
They'll pound the ball down the field, and this game will be gone before you know it.
Guarino was moving there on the line of scrimmage, and Vinton gets the handoff, and he has a first down for the Wildcats in Charger territory near the 47. So the Wildcats come out here in quarter number 3 with a 25-point advantage, and they start to dominate the line of scrimmage once again, and they have a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the Charger 47. Junior quarterback Frankie LaShawn surveys the defense, and he will hand it off. And once again, they go with the running game, and Vinton has a lot of real estate in front of him, and he may go all the way, and he will score a 47-yard touchdown. And the Wildcats open up quarter number 3 with a touchdown. And with 10:32 remaining, they take it into the end zone for a 31-0 lead. Well, obviously, head coach Randy Wolf and the coaching staff had a word with the Wildcats, and they come out like gangbusters here in the 3rd quarter as Carter Mistician is on for the extra point. High snap, and this kick is off the mark. They've had trouble with that snap all evening. And we have a break in the action with 10:32 to play in the 3rd. And the Wildcats are up over Carbondale 31-0.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail.
Alongside Glenn Muskowski, Chris Nanfeld from Adams Cable, along with Kyle Kemmerer and Gabriel Suarez from Frankie Carl Productions Running Camera. I'm Steve Young with 10:32 to play here in 3rd quarter action. The Western Wayne Wildcats lead the Carbondale area Chargers 31-0. They will tee up the football and kick off to the Wildcats.
Or
to the Chargers, I should say.
62 yards and 3 carries for Vinton and a score.
Mistician's kick. This is a line drive shot, and it's going to roll inside the 10. They have to return it, and it is Malachi DeBarry on the return, and he carries the football out across the 20-yard line, and Carbondale area will bring its offensive unit on to the football field, 1st down and 10.
34-13 in the 3rd quarter. Dunmore with a 17-7 lead on Lackawanna Trail, also 3rd quarter. Scranton 28, North Pocono nothing at the half.
It's like Scranton's for real. That just be their 5th win.
Yeah, they're having a good year. 1st down and 10, the Chargers. And they will hand it off and go right up the middle. Look like DePalma for a couple of yards on the play.
Januszewski and Farley in on the stop.
2nd down and 6. As the Chargers will talk it over now as Darrell Bennett will trot in from the near sideline with the play from the coaching staff. We have under 10 minutes remaining in third quarter action on the Colts Ball scoreboard, and the Wildcats leading 31-0. Bennett with the wide toss, and they're going to pick up a first down. That was a well-executed play by Carbondale, as DePalma took that toss play and picked up a first down to sustain the drive for Carbondale area. Well, Glenn, we talked about Gerard Granzinetti here in Carbondale, former Charger quarterback from back in 1970 when the games were played at Russell Park in Carbondale.
He was a good one. But I can remember I was away at college back in those days.
And Carbondale will run the football right here, and they run into a wall of defenders.
No gain. Stopped by Lukey and several of the Wildcats. Second down.
Back in the day, that was the days of the Suburban Football Conference, and you know, and even like this, when it's very chilly outside, it gets into the 40s. Well, it was really cold back at Russell Park because of there's a pond back behind the old football field back there, and it got
that old faithful pond.
Yes, that made history back in the 70s. But it gets very cold and damp there. But it was great to watch a football game at Russell Park in Carbondale under the lights. And this pass to DeBarry. He's going to reverse his field and turn it up on the far side. And he gets across the line of scrimmage and maybe will advance the football for a couple of yards. A lot of running for a few yards. And Carbondale now will face third down.
Bring up a third down.
And the head coach of Carbondale back in 1970 was Jim Miller.
Yes, he was.
Remember Coach Miller pacing the sidelines with the hat on back and forth. And now Carbondale area will look down the barrel of third down and 7 from their own 43-yard line. As Bennett will send a man in motion, and Carbondale area will try to get the edge, but Western Wayne right there defensively. They just had great pursuit that time.
Their pursuit is really good. They're stringing every play out, and if you want to be successful, you cannot come to a stop when you're running, and that's what with the pursuit they're making Carbondale almost stop, and that's nothing but trouble.
Well, this defensive line of Western Wayne, they have played a great football game here tonight. And they lead 31-0 as Carbondale will be forced to punt on fourth down. Baylor with a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds near the 44-yard line. Now let's check that, the 46, I should say, of Western Wayne. So it's been a night of field position for the Wildcats. Usually when they start a drive here against Carbondale tonight, it's been good field position. And this drive, they'll start at about the 45, first down and 10. Here in the second half, sophomore tailback Josh Vinton has been getting the call. Adam Lukey will be wide on the top of your screen, and Frankie LaShawn will have an I formation in the backfield. And Vinton carries the football, breaks a tackle, turns it upfield, first down and more, and he is taken down on the far side of the field.
See what happened then? They had him stopped, they didn't wrap him up, and he went from gaining 2 yards to gaining 15.
Well, it's all about fundamentals. And right now, Western Wayne dominating the line of scrimmage, and they will sustain the drive by virtue of the first down at the Charger 35-yard line. LaShawn will send a man in motion. And it is Vinton again getting the call. And he will sweep around the far side of the field as we have under 7 minutes remaining here in third quarter action, and the Wildcats in cruise control, 31-0. And the strategy right here for Western Wayne, continue to pound that football against the Charger defense and keep that clock rolling. Sean Owens is wide on the top of your screen. And he will come in motion. And the Wildcats will run the football once again.
Again, he was hit at the line of scrimmage and then broke away and picked up another 8-9 yards.
And they pick up a first down, and key right there, Glenn. Vinton stayed in bounds to keep the clock running with under 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Great to have you on board here tonight for Adams Cable High School football. Midway point of the season. You know, Glenn, you take a look and you say, back in July, you say, wow, football season's coming up. Suddenly it's here, and you blink an eye, and we are at week number 5 as flags come out on the play.
Yeah, it is. It just happens so fast.
It is. It's amazing when you really think about it. So a penalty against the Chargers will result in first down and 5, and the ball spotted near the Carbondale 15-yard line. And once again, the running attack by Vinton right up the gut of the Carbondale defense, and he powers his way to about the 2-yard line. We'll check the spot for you.
And we'll bring up a first and goal.
Now Western Wayne right here, knocking on the door once again. Football marked at the 2-yard line. Wildcats, first down and goal from that point. And it is Vinton for a 2-yard touchdown.
Touchdown Wildcats.
And with 4:38 remaining here in the third quarter, the Western Wayne Wildcats 37, Carbondale area nothing. Well, Glenn, you take a look at this Western Wayne football team. They are very talented as Carter Mistician back on for the extra point. This time a good snap, and the kick is good.
Point is up and good.
Breaking the action as the Wildcats take a 38-0 lead over the Chargers on Adams Cable High School football.
When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablonowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 36 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So, just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall.
Back in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex, where the Wildcats have a 38-0 lead over the Carbondale area Chargers. Here's your kickoff, and Malachi DeBarry hemmed in and taken down at the 18-yard line by the Wildcats.
Brought down by Ethan Grodak. Brings up a 1st and 10.
Well, right now we will have a running clock as the 35-point rule will be in effect. And we'll run down the rules for the running clock. Upon completion of the first half of an interscholastic football game at any level of competition or any time during the second half, when a team gains a 35-point differential over its opponent, the clock shall be stopped only when an official's timeout is taken, a charged timeout is granted, a period ends, or a score occurs. Once implemented, the 35-point rule remains in effect even if the differential becomes less than 35 points.
An additional flag on the field.
So right here, the Chargers down 38-0.
They had a penalty, and I think Coach Arthur got an unsportsmanlike attached to that.
So Carbondale will have their backs against the wall with the football at the 10-yard line, their own 10.
The call is a sideline warning. No yardage on the flag.
34-13 Lakeland, third quarter. As Carbondale area now will go back on the offensive attack, and they will run the football. And they run into that tough Western Wayne defense.
Down the order on the carry.
Orta with nowhere to go. Carter Mustician right there to help out on the tackle.
6.
Second down play coming up now for the Chargers from their own 17, 2nd and 3. And Carbondale area will continue to try to run the football and get something going here. But it's been an uphill battle against this Western Wayne Wildcat defense. Glenn, when you take a look at the Wildcats, I mean, they have everything. Good special teams, good offense, good defense. They dominate the line of scrimmage.
They have a whole package, Steve, and they're playing well there, and they're fundamentally sound, which is the big thing.
Yes, and they have two good running backs in Januszewski and Vinton.
Who probably hasn't even played this half.
No, Januszewski, no. Third down and a yard to go for the Chargers from their own 19, and forward progress may give Carbondale the first down.
Handoff is to Orta.
And they've got the first down to keep the drive going with 2:47 remaining here in the third quarter. On the Call Spall scoreboard,
Adam Januszewicz and some other Wildcats in on the stop.
well, it was homecoming here tonight for Carbondale area. Good crowd was on hand. Excellent crowd from Western Wayne. And Carbondale area now with a new set of downs, as DeBerry is split wide on the near side. And Carbondale area running the football, and they go off left tackle.
Gain of about 3 on the carry. Looks like more like 4.
Well, Bennett now will trot in from the near sideline. Coming into this game, Carbondale area was third in Division III in offense behind Old Forge and Riverside, averaging about 251 yards per game. But here tonight, they've been held in check by this relentless Western Wayne defense.
That hands off to DePalma. Short game.
It is just Carbondale's just having a tough time running the football. And it goes back to what we were talking about at halftime, Steve, the strength of the interior line of Western Wayne.
Yeah, dominating the line of scrimmage, and Carbondale now third down and 5 from their own 33-yard line as we near 1 minute remaining third quarter. as Bennett has time to throw. Now
Got
steps
some
up in the
room.
pocket, looking for that first down. Little undecided, and then is upended. And a flag on the play.
Short gain on the play.
He was undecided, Glenn, whether he should come to the near sideline or turn it upfield. It's amazing when you're running the football and that little stutter step, how much time that takes. It could give the defense a chance to react.
Personal foul against
the Wildcats, so Chargers will have the first down and better field position. And with the 15-yard penalty, it moves the football into Wildcat territory at the 48-yard line of Western Wayne and give Carbondale area an automatic first down. As the final 40 seconds will wind down here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in quarter number 3 as DePalma went in motion and Janishevsky wraps up the ball carrier. Yeah, Luke Janishevsky coming up to make a great defensive play from his end position.
Orta had really nothing to do with that. There were 3 people in the backfield by the time he got the ball.
And that will bring it into quarter number 3 here in Carbondale, where the Wildcats have a commanding 38-0 lead over the Chargers as we go to a break.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's time for the fourth quarter of play here in week number 5 of high school football in tonight's action between the Chargers of Carbondale area and the Western Wayne Wildcats. On the Call Spall scoreboard, the Wildcats lead it 38-0. Second down coming up for Carbondale area. Darrell Bennett in some traffic, and he will turn it upfield across the line of scrimmage and then advances the football inside the 45-yard line.
Gain on the play.
Well, Glenn, have an update here in high school football in the third quarter of play. It's winding down in Old Forge in that third quarter. Lakeland 41, Old Forge 13. Carbondale right here facing third down.
I expected Old Forge to give Lakeland a little bit more
of a
trouble
battle
than that, yeah. But they're good. We all know Lakeland is very good.
And the pitch out will come to the near side, and this is DePalma drawing a crowd, and he is muscled down at the 40-yard line of Western Wayne.
And it will be enough for a Charger first down.
So Carbondale right here sustaining the drive with the first down, and best they could hope for right here is to avert the shutout and punch the football into the end zone. Darrell Bennett will split Malachi DeBarry wide on the top of your screen. And Bennett off the play fake, fires incomplete, intended for Mitchell Alexander, and Alexander took a pretty good shot on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
And a flag.
It looks like personal foul, maybe contact to the head. It looked like he grabbed his helmet when he was on the ground.
That was a tough play. There it is. And a timeout is called by the Western Wayne Wildcats, and we'll take this opportunity to thank all of the great sponsors who make Adams Cable High School football possible. Of course, brought to you tonight by your friends at Adams Cable Service, where they are going to be having Customer Appreciation Days coming up in October, I believe October 1st. So be sure and stop down to Main Street in Carbondale and enjoy the festivities. By the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, for heating, cooling, and plumbing of Carbondale. By NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield. Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale, by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts. Also brought to you tonight by the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Archery season is coming up, I believe, on October 1st. So if you love the outdoors and you're an avid hunter, get all of the archery accessories you need from Tom Prodzik and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. Also brought to you by McGovern Insurance Agency, by the Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Carbondale, and Jerry's Tire and Auto Service. Also, your starting lineups brought to you today by the Roselle Department Store. Chargers first down and 10 from the Wildcat 20. Bennett rolling out, buying time, completes the pass.
Bennett's pass is complete.
And it's at about the 16-yard line. Mason Barron on the receiving end, wearing number 11. Carbondale area now, second down. Coming up. And they trail 38-0 with under 10 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Rangan, you may owe a small repair fee after your son just broke into the press box.
Ball at the 15-yard line. Bennett hands it off, and Carbondale area will plow inside the 10-yard line.
Handoff is to Orta.
Johnny Orta getting the call. And that will give Carbondale first down and goal from about the 8-yard line.
Time to bring one in here. Carbondale needs to make this score.
As the Chargers approach the line of scrimmage from the 9, the official spot. Bennett hands it off. Carbondale continues. Vincent DePalma getting the call off left tackle, lowered the shoulder and takes the football inside the 5-yard line. Right here, second and goal from the 3 for Carbondale area, as Chase Arthur will lead the Chargers to the line of scrimmage. Bennett will hand it off, and Carbondale gives it to DePalma for the touchdown. And with 8:21 to play in the fourth, the Carbondale area Chargers have hit the scoreboard, and they now trail 38-6. Well, that time the Chargers took advantage of every opportunity to get it into the end zone. Now Colin Baylor for the extra point.
Baylor's kick is up
And with 8:21 remaining in the fourth quarter, we'll go to a break and be back with more high school football in just a moment.
The White's Crossing Sports Shop, Canaan Street in Carbondale, is the leading authority for the outdoors in northeastern Pennsylvania. Visit them for a complete line of archery accessories, hunting and fishing licenses, live bait, fishing tackle, and LEM meat processing supplies. Call 570-282-4699 and be sure to check out their Facebook page. Finding that unique seasonal outdoor item has never been easier with help from Tom and the staff at the White's Crossing Sports Shop. When you need collision repair, turn to the professionals at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle back to its original condition. For over 34 years, Beston's has been providing full-service collision repair with exceptional customer service. At Beston's, their motto is, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Back in Carbondale at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex. Chargers are on the scoreboard with 8:21 left here in fourth quarter action. And they now trail Western Wayne 38-7. Colin Baylor will tee it up and kick off to the Wildcats. Good kick. And from about the 15-yard line, the Wildcats will return it. And they get a good return out across the 30-yard line.
Baylor's kick returned by Vinny Cylon. Ian Warman in on the stop.
And right here, Western Wayne will go back to work offensively in control of this football game.
I think, Steve, time for the call ball play of the game?
Yes, absolutely.
With 23 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Luke Janaszewski, 43-yard run for a touchdown, pretty much put Carbondale in trouble for the first half, and basically the game probably was over at that point. So let's give the call ball play of the game to Luke Janaszewski for the 43-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, once you get the momentum going and set the tone for the game, that was the play that did it right there for Western Wayne. And here with 7:33 remaining in the fourth quarter, Carbondale area calls a timeout. Glenn, taking a look right here in high school football. Great football game cooking between Scranton Prep and Delaware Valley. In the fourth quarter, Scranton Prep has jumped out to a 20-13 lead over Delaware Valley.
Delaware Valley played some tough schedule. They had two tough first week games. Wow. They lost both of them, but they played some big-time schools there. You're only going to get better by that. But now they have to come back and they have to start winning games in their league, or they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I believe that game was tied at 13, so that's a good one going on. Right here, Western Wayne hopes to just play out the remaining time here on the clock. 7:33 left, and they will go with the running game and getting the call for the Western Wayne Wildcats. Cylon getting the call. Vinny Cylon, 5'10 sophomore, 150 pounds. And on the call ball scoreboard, 38-7. Western Wayne, your leader. Wildcats right here can take the play clock down, take as much time off the clock as they can and shorten the game. And right here, they have to get things going. Elijah Gillette checking in with the play from the far sideline. And right now, the Wildcats with Gillette handing off the football, and they tried to run it around the left side, and Carbondale was right there with the defensive pursuit.
We got all kind of numbers in there now, Steve. We got that second squad in.
Yeah, Western Wayne putting in the second unit. Elijah Gillette is a 5'8" sophomore quarterback, 160 pounds, running the offense now. And we have under 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And on third down and 10 from the 34-yard line, Western Wayne with Gillette at quarterback will survey the defense of Carbondale. And Gillette will just look to hand it off, and they will run right up the middle of the Carbondale defense.
Got to give credit to Josh Vinton, who came into the game for Januszewski in the third quarter, had 7 carries and a touchdown and 108 yards
He did
unofficially.
Did a great job. If you take a look at the box scores, Glenn, you'll see that Vincent will get he'll get his yardage. Januszewski is the go-to guy, but Josh Vincent, only a sophomore, and he sees a lot of playing time. Now, Januszewski was in the ball game in the third quarter playing defense for Western Wayne, but
yeah, 2 different type runners. Januszewski is a power, strong guy, quick, but Vinton has probably a little bit more speed and
nice moves.
Yes, yeah. He's very shifty, and he hits that hole quickly.
And Gillette will go with a long count, and they will run the football. They are going to be, I think, a little bit short.
Kyle Zantowski on the stop.
Landon Wargo, sophomore, 5'8", 160 pounds, the ball carrier. And he picks up a very important first down for Western Wayne to keep this drive going and the clock running as we near 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Well, Western Wayne, when you take a look at their schedule coming up, they will have West Scranton next week at Mid-Valley, Dunmore at Lakeland. We will have that game here on Adams Cable. And then in Week 10, wrap up their regular season on the road at Honesdale. Charger defense right there to
No gain on the carry.
stop the run.
Brought down by everyone.
Carbondale.
I guess that's a good way to say it.
Absolutely. If that's the way it looks, that's the way it happened, right? Carbondale area next week will go on the road at Riverside. That could be a tough game. Harry Armstrong, very good coach, and he could, give Carbondale some trouble.
Riverside, traditionally very, very tough players. Very good teams, very well coached.
So they will take on Riverside next week on the road. Then they will play Holy Cross, go on the road at Lackawanna Trail, at Susquehanna. Come back in Week 10 for Old Forge, and we will bring you that game here on Adams Cable, Channel 107. 38-7, the Wildcats, 2:44 away from another victory. Gillette running the offense for the Wildcats. Will keep the football and is strung out on the play.
Gillette on the keeper. Short loss.
Well, folks, at the end of one quarter of play, it was the Wildcats up 19-0. They had a 25-0 halftime lead. At the end of 3, it was 38-0. And right now, as we approach 2 minutes remaining, it's 38-7. And the Wildcats now facing third down and about 11 yards to go. Gillette takes the snap, hands it off, And Western Wayne stacked up on the 3rd down and 11 play. Now keep in mind, folks, get my paperwork here. Keep in mind, video replays of each game on Adams Cable. And coming up, Western Wayne, Carbondale area, you can watch the replays on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. So not only do you get the live broadcast of the game on game night, but you also get 2 video replays on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So be sure to tune in and watch the replay here on Adams Cable. With under 1 minute left, Western Wayne will punt the football. And with 48 seconds remaining, here comes the snap. It's a high one. Western Wayne will just get it away. It will bounce at the 35, and it's down there near the 34. There's a battle for the ball. And that will stop the clock with 33 seconds to play. Well, Glenn, for Western Wayne, they put it all together here. Made it look easy early in the first half of the game, and then kind of coasted in the second half. Got the second string in the ball game for valuable playing time.
Always good to get the second string in, give them some game play time.
Lost a collection of cards and a few dollars. I do have them up here in the press box.
Clock winding down, final 15 seconds as Carbondale will approach the line of scrimmage for the final play of the game.
Please report to the press box.
And they will run the football, and that will just about do it as time expires here in Carbondale, and the Western Wayne Wildcats pick up their 4th win of the season, and their record now stands at 4 wins and 1 loss, while the Carbondale area Chargers fall to 2 wins and 3 losses. So good luck to the Western Wayne Wildcats as they go on the road next week, and of course to Carbondale area. So Glenn, that's going to wrap it up for week number 5, and we'll get set for next week's ball game as the Honesdale Hornets will take on the Chiefs of Lakeland.
Well, Steve, it was as we said, it was dominated by the Western Wayne line of scrimmage on the offensive side, and defensively they were very, very stingy, not allowing Carbondale to get anything going early in the game, and then built up a big lead, and that just about did Carbondale in.
And that is going to wrap it up here at the Andrew J. Serra Sports Complex in Carbondale. And it's all been brought to you by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale, by NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Nick's Excavating and Paving, by your local Napa Auto Parts store, Carbondale Auto Parts, the White's Crossing Sports Shop, the Government Insurance Agency, comprehensive coverage with a personal touch, by Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, and your starting lineups for today's game presented by the Roselle Department Store. Your final score here tonight in Carbondale: Western Wayne 38, Carbondale area 7. For Glenn Muskowski, Chris Nanfelt, Kyle Kemmerer, and Gabriel Suarez, I'm Steve Young. Till next time, so long from the Pioneer City.